Hi, I'm David here. I am a fantasy author from Wellington, though I was born in Tauranga, and through that connection was asked to submit a brief video for Bookrapt. So I'm a fantasy writer. I've written in epic fantasies along the lines of that Game of Thrones thing. My main series being the Moontide Quartet, which has spawned several sequels. But I've also written a lot of YA, principally involved in mythology and history. So those include the Return of Ravana, which is set in India, where I lived for 4 years. Also, this book, 1916 Dig for Victory, which is part of the Kiwis at War series, and the Aotearoa series, 6 books beginning with the Bone Tiki, which was released in 2009. And they're all those books set in New Zealand. They're follow the adventures of Matthew Douglas and his friends in a kind of like a parallel New Zealand, which incorporates both our world and also the I guess the cultural and historical memories of New Zealand, all wrapped up in a kind of a crazy mix. So that's my series. We've been asked to talk about tips for writers. Mine isn't a specific tip. What it is I guess about believing in yourself as a writer. If you want to be a writer, be a writer. I regret starting so late in my life. I waited until I was in my early 40s before I had the courage of my convictions to start writing properly and putting things forward for publication. And I do wish I'd started earlier, because it had been a dream of mine since I was a teenager. Life sometimes gets in the way, but if you want to be a writer, be a writer. And that's about believing in yourself. It's about believing in the quality of your work. It's about living as a writer. So think as a writer when you're moving through the world. So when you see a scene, think, oh, that's an interesting thing for a book. Write it down. Carry a notebook. I do. I bring a notebook everywhere, and I've got all sorts of arcane jottings in it about story ideas and those sorts of things. So get a notebook and think like a writer. As for a task to do, I think that would be it, actually. Get yourself a writer's notebook and start using it. So yeah, I hope that's of some use to you, and good luck with your future as a writer. Cheers. Bye.